There we go.
Hello, everyone. We can't remember what number we're up to, so we're just going to call it 20-something. Like how I'm still 20-something in my mind. So, welcome to whatever episode we are actually getting to. I think we probably don't even need to say the numbers anymore, because if you've made it this long, you probably get a medal or a cookie. Go get yourself a cookie and sit down and enjoy. You've earned it.
Shall we?
Go on.
You saying about deserving a medal. How about when we get to October, the year, should we do a competition?
Yeah, let's do a competition. This isn't planned, by the way, for people. This is just us riffing as we go. So yeah, let's do a competition.
Okay. We can work out what after recording.
Yeah. I mean, competition is kind of the theme of today. Well, I say competition. It wasn't a competition.
It's not a competition. It's more of a grant, if anything.
Yeah. Oh, there's another grant that I need to talk about as well that's popped up. I saw.
Oh, okay.
To do with a remedy as well. So we'll throw that into the episode later on, folks. Anyway, how's things been going for you now that you're on the school holidays?
School holidays? What?
Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, you don't get school holidays quite the same as I do.
I don't. I've been working today. Thank you very much.
Oh.
I know. I've been doing my online training about GDPR and asbestos.
Two very important topics, not necessarily related.
Well, neither is the history of the Roman use of asbestos, but that's part of this training.
The important question, do you have a ladder certificate yet?
No, the ladder training isn't on my list. But the Roman use of asbestos is.
Proudest moment of my life, getting my ladder training certificate. Forget my degree. This is how you climb a ladder. Felt like Mario from Donkey Kong.
So yes, those of you who are in education and work in primary, secondary, universities, I envy you. Those of you who are in the further education sector or not in education and assume that we're all the same, no, we only get 3 weeks off in the summer.
Yeah. Well,
I managed to squeeze 3 weeks in a day.
Nice.
I know.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Everyone says the 6 weeks summer holidays are brilliant, right? And you have to keep telling yourself that as a teacher. But it is 6 very long weeks without purpose, apart from DIY and spending money. I believe that these 6 weeks are essentially the most expensive 6 weeks of the year for me.
Oh, by far. Because we're teachers, we work in education, everything is more expensive in these 6 weeks. And any opportunities to enjoy those things are inherently more expensive because obviously, people market stuff with school holidays, family, etc. Totally get it. But in teaching, we also get that too.
Yeah. One thing that doesn't get more expensive during the summer holidays, processing film, shooting the gear. None of that gets more expensive. Just going out to do it is the problem. True. That's the only problem, And we shouldn't moan, because I know that loads of people would be really pleased to have 6 weeks off over the summer. So I will check my privilege at the... But if you see me eating just noodles by the end of the 6 weeks, you'll know why.
Well, you're basically just eating noodles at the moment anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, the delightful world of beef broth. Yeah. So guys, if you're ever suffering from dehydration, there's this great thing called bone broth. It's basically watery soup. I recommend not getting dehydration. But yeah. Hey,
I just had a message from Ben. Do you want an enlarger?
Do I want an enlarger? I mean, I'm quite a long way away and not allowed to drive at the minute.
Okay, I'll tell him no, but there's some nice ones up for grabs, including a Bestler, which I'm kind of tempted for myself.
Oh,
but it's bigger than my darkroom.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say no, but you're 3 hours away in the car?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, and my shiny new car probably won't fit an enlarger in it.
Not a Bestler.
No, it is saving the planet one charge at a time. Probably not.
You don't need light bulbs. It's so bright.
I say, I don't need to switch the lights on. You can see it from the moon. I mean, mostly I can see it from my chair when I'm sat in the living room looking at it going, poor car.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, really, I suppose. I need to get out and take some pictures, although I've got things to be doing around here and photography-wise, which need to get started, which is one of the things we shall dive into shortly. Other than that, back on my feet, I suppose, better than I was at our last recording, where whether people were aware or not, I was slightly struggling in our last recording. I think the technical difficulties hid some of that. So, but I'm a bit more with it today. It helps. We're recording before my bedtime at the minute, whereas we had been recording post 8 o'clock, which, quite frankly, at the minute. So, yeah. Anyway, what have you been up to photography-wise? I know there's been a few little things going on.
I haven't been up to anything.
I beg to differ.
Oh, you tell me. You've
been 3D printer man.
Okay, yeah, I have. Where are they? Here they are. This is yesterday's creation. I've done 5 of these.
Okay. So I'm seeing... It looks like it belongs on a violin, I'm not going to lie.
So on a wall, mounted like that.
Yep.
Any ideas?
An expensive way to break lenses.
Oh, God, no. Studio backdrops.
Ah.
And then these hooks are for like a hairband to go across the front. And they like puzzle piece together. So I've done 5 of those. That took several hours to print yesterday.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's a good one. But yeah, you've been creating.
I have. So I haven't got anything to hand.
No. That's we plan.
We plan so beautifully, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so about a year ago.
Be about right, yeah.
Pause a second. So
okay.
Jane, unpause. About a year ago, me and a friend at work, we designed a little hot shoe doohickey to go on to medium format cameras to hold a light meter. Fixing a problem that doesn't exist is kind of my philosophy for 3D printing. But something that someone asked us at the time was about Rolleiflex and if there was a way of attaching it onto there. It was an idea that was kind of in the back of my mind after that to do it, but I didn't have a need to myself.
Yep.
Now I have a Rolleiflex, so now I have to solve this problem. So yeah, that's been like the big thing, and I've done some other bits as well. And we don't have a website for this stuff yet. So for now, it's available from my website, and I will print to order basically. So there's the original clip shoe, and then for twin lens people, if it's a bayonet 1 fitting, if you're bayonet 3, sorry, I can't even test that, so I won't be doing one.
Unless someone wants to give you a camera.
Oh yeah, if someone gives me a Rolleiflex telly with a bayonet 1 fitting,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, just be rude not to then.
Very nice gin.
Yeah, he's rub it in.
Just rub it in. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a Swiss apple gin.
Very nice. I'll continue to drink my Lucasade.
That's nice too.
I mean, yeah, it's not quite the same as a gin and tonic, but
that's true. Anyway, so yes, both those versions are available from my website, and there'll be some other bits and pieces coming up as well. So I've done some stuff for you.
Yeah.
Some you know about, some you don't.
Oh, exciting toys!
I know. So when we do eventually meet up, I will bring you 3D printed bits of rubbish for you.
Love it. A little bit of 3D printed rubbish. I've got a clone trooper helmet that was 3D printed in several parts that still needs spray painting, but it's on my list of jobs to do when I'm not falling asleep after 10 minutes of activity. So, but
you've done well. You've done 10 minutes, 17 seconds so far.
I know,
so
and I've not once gone into a narcoleptic fit. No, to be fair, I would say to anyone, don't do what I do and overdo it and then complain that you've overdone it and wonder why everything takes 3 times longer unless you just sit down and watch rubbish telly, which I've been doing. I say rubbish telly. Had a slide back to my childhood and watched the new X-Men.
Don't tell me I've not watched it yet.
Okay, well, it's good.
Okay.
See, this is why you're lucky we've not been in the car, because I'd have talked all about that. It's not the podcast isn't the place for it, unless you want to do a separate podcast that talks about 90s cartoons.
We could do.
We could put a pin in that one for later. I'm sure we can find some time for a nerdy cartoon podcast at some point. But yeah, shall we aim to talk about, I was going to say photographically, what have I done? I've continued, to be fair, continued to do little bits on the ever narcissistic project that is my recovery. That being said, it has led to something that we're both involved with. Dun, dun, dun. Please pick up your little card and hold it for the screen because I've left mine in the kitchen. No, wrong card.
There we are.
I see you have a co-host briefly there.
You cheeky thing. Completely put me off even more so than you.
I know.
Right. Yes.
That one. That's the one. Yeah. So, yeah, we saw this. Was it you that showed me? Or yeah, it was you that showed me this.
I think it was that way around. One
of us spotted it anyway. And so we both shamelessly pitched our ideas for the Try This project.
So this background is a guy called Ted Smith. And if you're looking on Spotify or YouTube, that's his face there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, I'm holding up a black and white picture of a man
with a picture behind him as well. Don't forget the picture behind him.
There we go. Yeah. So Ted Smith recently won, I believe, was certainly a nominee in a film photography award, which was
sponsored,
awarded Kodak and Analogue Wonderland, I believe. And he won a lot of film.
A lot of film.
I think it was marketed as like a year's supply of Tri-X or something.
Yeah.
It was that kind of quantity.
Mm.
So well done to him.
Yes. However, it led to an idea he had, which
I know, and we need to get him on.
Yeah, we will. I say we'll have to message him and say, by the way, we've just talked about your thing, and would you like to actually come and talk about it and explain it properly?
Yeah,
along with us two numpties.
Yeah, I have invited him, but I don't know if he's seen that message or not yet.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, hopefully he will. But yeah, so he's keeping some of the film for himself.
Fair enough.
And so, Jane. Okay. Shush. Okay, fine. Just stop talking.
Fatherhood and podcasting.
We rewind. Okay. Yeah, he's keeping some of the film for himself. But he's gifted 10 boxes.
10 boxes of 5 rolls.
Yeah. Across the country.
Mhm.
to people who have pitched ideas. So it's essentially he's created a mini photography grant of sorts for this kind of collaborative. It's not a project.
No, well,
but he's talked about the idea of maybe an exhibition or a book or a zine or something. So there will be some potential outcome collectively together, but it's more like a shared. It's a sharing of his luck and success.
I think the idea is as well to get people using film again, and also there's a deadline on it, which I need. I don't know about you, but I like a deadline because otherwise things don't happen. I go, oh well, I'll shoot that next week. I'll do a bit of that. I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit. This is like the end of September, and it all needs to be done. So
what did you pitch?
My pitch. Shall I read? Hang on. Let's see if I can find my pitch.
I've got to find mine then. Hang on.
I know.
Don't do this to me.
Do you know what? I don't know if I can be bothered. Let's have a look. Will it log in quickly or not? No, it's going to ask me to verify and I can't be bothered. All right, never mind. My pitch was to further explore. I just realised I sent you it on blooming WhatsApp. I could have just opened that. Anyway, was to further explore the Anatomy of Survival, which is a working title and slightly airy-fairy for me. But it's the...
Toby, that's been a working title for like 3 years.
I haven't got anything better yet. Open to better suggestions.
Okay, it is the title unless
something better.
Someone writes in on the podcast on Spotify or YouTube where we actually see this stuff.
Yeah.
And gives you a better suggestion. So if you're listening to this and you have a better idea for Toby's title for his project, write it in a comment. Send it to us on Instagram or whatever. And if it's better, then Anatomy for Survival. Anatomy of Survival.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get my rubbish name right.
If you've got a better name for Toby's projects, we want to hear it. There we go.
We definitely do. Right. And then, okay, hang on. Here we go. Nope, can't find it. I did send it to you, but I can't find it. Anyway, so it's the continued exploration of recovery, life with a stoma, life with a lovely 18-inch scar from stem to stern, and the sort of trials and tribulations that come with that, the unseen side of a disability that's not the most glamorous. Ideally, there'll be other people, not just me, and I have sort of started reaching out again on that. Hopefully, I'll be driving again next week, so then I can start to get out and go
take it easy.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to park the car in a ditch or anything. So, but that's the idea. It's kind of the exploration of the journey that people have with, I suppose, I've specifically looked at stomas and chronic illnesses around the bowel, but it's the idea that these illnesses don't just go progressively better. You don't get heat fixed and It's an upward journey. It's a roller coaster. Some days are good, some days are bad. Sometimes you're jogging around the block. Other days you're sat in a wheelchair being pushed around because you jogged around the block last week, and it's showing that it's not a linear experience. Something that, despite the fact I'm making a project about, doesn't always compute up here for me. So sometimes I think this is a sort of a reminder to oneself that you're not just going to go, everything's better. Well, stop tracking my hands, stupid camera. So that's what it is. It's exploration of that and the reality behind it, the unglamorous side of, chronic illness and surgery. What about you? Let's move away from talking about myself because while I love it, we are starting to run a little bit thin on it. Okay.
I pitched 2 ideas. I know, because I've got something I want to do, but at the time of applying for this, I'm going to call it a grant because that's basically what it is. I didn't know if I'd be able to get access or not. And that is not far from me. There is a 800-year-old cattle market.
Yeah. Okay.
That does auctions, livestock auctions twice a week.
Proper farming.
So proper farming. It's been there for, as I say, 800 years. It's moving this year to a new site in the same town, but it's, so it's moving to a new home. And I can imagine like the interactions, the bidding, farmers in their flat caps leaning against the railing, all very, cliche kind of images, but these kind of things jumps into my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be quite interesting. So I pitched that. And then my backup idea is the photographs in between photographs, essentially, the waiting, the people queuing outside a bakery at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Or, waiting for a bus, standing in the doorway, waiting for your Uber delivery, all those kind of those moments of nothing, of just awkward nothing.
I like awkward nothing. That's a good name for a project.
It's quite a good name, actually. I might use that.
See, why doesn't that happen to me? Awkward nothing. Not only is that a good name for a project, but it's a good name for a band.
Yeah. Punk band.
Awkward nothing. Yeah. Geriatric punk band.
Brilliant.
I can see it in my mind. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. So I'm going to go tomorrow. There's an auction tomorrow.
Okay. Have we got permission then, or are we just winging it? And
I emailed them, and I didn't hear back.
Yeah.
And I left it a couple of weeks because I don't like to be pushy. If I'm trying to get access, I don't nag.
Yeah.
I email, I wait a couple of weeks, nothing. I then phone them. And I spoke to, can't remember her name off the top of my head.
A lovely lady.
I got it written down. And I said, hi, I emailed you about this. And she said, oh, sorry, it probably got lost in the, in emails of sheep listings. And I said, yeah, absolutely fine. Would it be okay to come down and make some photographs? And she said, yes, but we have a big auction coming up. So can we wait till after that? And then I'll get back to you. That big auction's next week.
Right. Fair enough.
I've got a bit of time tomorrow. I'm going to miss the first half of it because I've got to do some stuff with my daughter.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go down there to see what's going on.
Bit of a recce.
A bit of a recce with a camera.
Just in case.
And some of the gifted triads.
Ah. We decided what camera that's going in then.
No, that's my question for you.
Oh, God.
Because I'm torn.
Go on, give me your options.
Okay. So I could either go with the Rolleiflex and therefore do the whole series square.
Yep. Or
I go Fuji / Mamiya and the whole thing 645. Now, here's the thing. The 645, I get more photographs per roll.
Correct, yeah.
Is rectangular, which is quite a nice format. Gives a bit of variety in terms of portrait and landscape orientation.
Yeah. And you've got 2 cameras on the go.
I've got 2 cameras. Oh, I could do that with the Rollei because I've got a Yashica as well.
Oh, yeah. True.
So I can still do that 2 camera job.
Okay.
But my Mamiya doesn't always load evenly. And I sometimes only get 12 photos to a roll because it doesn't catch the start.
Right, okay.
I need to get it serviced.
Yeah.
And my Fuji, the rangefinder is very slow to use.
Go square.
Yeah, I'm leading that way. Also, twin lenses spark positive curiosity in people.
Yeah. You're more likely to get someone to come over and talk, and then,
Yeah, and you not get, what are you doing?
Yeah. See, for me, I'm going for even less shots per roll.
You're going 6.9?
Go 6.9, yeah. Or at least I think I am. I've got to get a couple of shots finished in one of the Mimir presses, and then I can go either 6.7 or 6.9. But I think I'm going to go 6.9.
Oh, your recovery's going well then.
Well, I'm going to start on a tripod, and I think I should be putting my better half to work, doing the actual setting up. I will be the brain, and she will be the hands. She'll make things happen. Sorry, I think I've just been given a duck.
Hello, duck.
Hello, duck. I presume the duck has been causing chaos. There we go. There we are. Good duck. For those of you that are listening, not watching, I've got a duck tucked under my shoulder. Not under my shoulder, under my chin. Okay. Settle down. There she is. Right, Noodle, you're going down because we're busy doing podcasting. There she is. If you hear quacking, it's the duck, not me.
That's noise your stoma makes.
Yeah, as I say, that's why she's friends with me. She thinks she's talking to another duck. There we go. Yeah. So, where are we? Got distracted by a duck. I wonder if any other podcast has a duck as a, I don't know, mascot / distraction. Probably not. Yeah. So I think 6.9 probably, but it's going to require a team approach.
Okay. Mind you, the whole project so far has been very much a team approach for you, hasn't it?
Yeah. It has been. I mean, a lot of the images in the project are directed by me more than they are taken by me, if that makes sense. Sometimes not even directed by me. There have been times where Louise has just known that I would want a shot of this particular moment and has taken the shot. Occasionally, I think to the shock of nurses and doctors in hospitals, me groggy and coming round, and Louise is there with a camera snapping away for posterity and not just so she can have a giggle. But yeah, so yeah, I think there's kind of it is maybe more of a collaboration than either one of us would think of it as, because we've never collaborated on a project, me and Lou. Mind you, nor have you and I, even though we've talked about it a million times.
Oh God, yeah, we talked about it in Newport. I remember in our second year.
Yeah. I mean, we've shot together for different projects, but we've never collaborated. Like, we've gone on each other's shoots,
Yeah.
But never sort of gone, right, we're going to do this project together. We had loads of plans to do it. I think it's more difficult than people realise to work collaboratively. Even for
what do you think that is?
Ego? No.
There is an element of that, though.
Oh yeah, I think even with people who are as close as you and I, and obviously me and Louise, there's always creative differences. There's always the potential for egos to get in the way, or professional jealousy. That's the word I'm looking for. As professional differences. I wouldn't have shot that bit that way, or I don't want to take the project in that direction. But I don't know. I think that's part of it. I think the other thing is you don't want to. Oh, go on. I'll say the other thing is you don't necessarily want to let the other person down. So there's the ego side, and then there's the secret dark shame of not being good enough. Do you know what I mean? Like you're either I'm brilliant and amazing, and I will make an amazing project, or often that's the outside, and then inside you're like, what if my pictures aren't as good or good enough?
Yeah,
and I think that can be I think most creative people are plagued with self-doubt.
I think you're right. I think that's part. I think there's also an element of, and it's not ego, it's not self-doubt. I think it's something different again, and that's control.
I don't know what anyone's talking about. I don't know what you mean. I'm not a control freak. What are you talking about? Anyone who says I'm a control freak needs to stop trying to control things. Sorry. Go on.
Okay, I'm going to say you in this sentence, but I'm not referring to you specifically. I'm talking in terms of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Particularly creative people, including myself.
Yeah.
All right. But when you are working on a project, projects are very personal things.
Yeah.
Even in, if you look at our 2 ideas for this, try this, award, grant, project, whatever whatever you call it.
What we're calling it.
Yours is significantly more personal than mine. Because you're talking about your recovery, your illness, your life. You know. But both of those projects are personal directions. They are choices that we make photographically, visually, creatively in how we portray our subjects. You through the self-portrait, through the still life, through those sort of those almost like diaristic iPhone snaps. Me through the idea of it's now square because that's what we just talked about, and it's going to be darker and printing, and when you start collaborating and you're starting to share that control, that's where things get tricky. And you're right, we've talked about it a bunch of times, but we've never actually sat down and said, right, this is what our project is, this is what we're going to do, this is your bit, this is my bit, and I think because we both want that control.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I think we work very well as places to bounce each other's ideas off of.
Absolutely.
Good sounding boards, and will always be technical support on one another's projects, But I think collaborative work's very difficult. There are very few photographers who have done good collaborative work. There are a couple.
Brunberg and Chandler got to be on the list.
Yep, that was my number one. And then there's the couple who did the birds in Cuba, whose names escape me. I'll have to look. I've got one of their books. I'll find it and put it in the show notes. But there's a couple, man and wife, or wife and man, depending on which way you want to do it.
Beshers as well.
There's Beshers, again, husband and wife pair. I do wonder if being married to your companion, that sounds like Doctor Who, collaborator, that sounds like you're going to overthrow the government. Anyway, your co-conspirator is maybe part of what makes the dynamic work, because you can have that I'm going to do it this way, and then they go, no, you're not, and then you have a whole husband-wife dynamic for sorting that kind of stuff out. Maybe
I think it might be easier in some avenues than others. So one that jumps to mind is Ben Bird, who obviously we've had on here a couple of times, and he's been texting me about some stuff on and off as well. So Ben, when you're listening to this, I'm not ignoring your messages. I'm just busy right now.
But we have heard them go off.
He did a collaboration a few years ago with his partner, and they took on assumed names, and they created this whole fictional entity. And they are both very much conceptual art photographers. And it worked. And I think it worked. I think if for the way you and I work,
not so much.
No, we both have very, very different styles in what we do. And I think we could probably do it if we looked at a big theme.
Yeah. And approached it in different ways.
Yeah. If it was a book, it'll be a box set.
Yes. Or one of them ones where you turn it upside down.
Yeah.
50% of the book is one way and 50% is the other way.
I think more of a book 1, book 2, but again, creative differences.
Yeah. I was thinking songs of innocence and songs of experience, Oh, GCSE English just made my head hurt. Stop it. I had the flashbacks. Actually, was it GCSE or A-level English that I had to do?
I think that's A-level.
Possibly.
I don't remember that in my GCSE.
No, well, I did. Yeah, I did A-level English lit, so it might have been in that. But yeah, songs of innocence and experience. William Blake. Yeah. But it's an interesting book because you have the poems for innocence and then the poems counterbalance for experience. So there's the child is one, and you get the child's innocence and then the child's experience, which is kind of. I'm sure there's an English teacher listening who'll correct what I've just said, but they can only comment on YouTube and we can delete that. Yeah, but
we have no issue with criticism.
No, especially when we can delete it. Anyway, or ignore it, or run things through ChatGPT to check whether we said what we're supposed to have said or not. Anyway, we don't mind criticism. We probably most of the time it's fine. So anyway, where were we? We don't mind criticism. Collaborative working. Yeah. I was are you just looking at your bookcase? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to decide.
I was just looking to see what I've got up there.
In terms of collaborations, there's not.
Yeah. I mean, there's ones I want to have, and I don't have a copy of them. And there's one that Simon Norfolk did.
Oh, is this the Afghan?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the photographer. Have you got it?
I have a copy. It's whether it's here or at work. 1 second.
You bugger. Don't fall over.
No.
I'm so kind to my friends.
Ignore the messy desk. It is at work, but yes, it's a big tome, which is why I thought I'd find it quickly.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but that's a bit of a weird one though, because it's a collaboration, but it's only one-sided.
Yeah, because the work was already existent. Oh, it's annoying me that. Hang on, come on, Google.
Burke.
Thank you,
Jonathan Burke.
I don't know if it was Jonathan, but Burke. Yes, definitely.
So Simon Norfolk, if you by any bizarre chance actually happen to listen to this, hello. So this was to do with a collaboration that Simon Norfolk did.
Get the right Simon.
Sorry, Simon.
And Simon.
So
John
Simon
Burke.
Norfolk. John Burke. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that was good.
Come on. Let me have that one.
You can have that one.
But it was a collaboration which is one-sided because Jonathan Burke photographed this same area during the first Afghan war.
Yeah.
He's definitely not around now to have photographed alongside Simon Norfolk.
Yeah.
So Simon Norfolk revisiting similar format, similar approaches. In that sense, it's a pastiche.
Yeah, but it's a collaborative pastiche.
But putting it side by side takes it from being pastiche to collaboration, and that's quite clever.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way that our work will one day be collaborated. Once we have shuffled off this mortal coil, some young, exciting photographer will go and make work pastiching us, he says, hopefully. Yeah, probably not.
There's that ego of yours.
Yeah, I've got to die first, don't worry.
But I don't actually have any collaborations, I think, up there.
No, it's not something, like I say, it's not a big. You get it more in the conceptual, like say, more of the conceptual photographers do it than documentary. I think there's a. I wonder if it's a personality type. Do you think documentary photographers?
I do have one up there.
Go on, what is it?
Minamata.
Husband and wife collaboration, essentially. Yep. But yeah, and definitely one of those was very much in charge.
Oh, absolutely.
Eileen, obviously. Yeah. But because one of them was off their trolley on drugs and drink 97% of the time. Yeah. So I wonder if documentary photographers, by their personality or nature, are essentially slightly lone wolfish in their own attitudes towards work creativity. You're going to an environment, you're meeting new people, you're recording your experiences of their world. You don't necessarily want to include anyone else in that. Do you think that's part? Because look at the type of people we were on the degree with.
Yeah, there wasn't many who did any form of collaboration. I can only think of one in the 3 years of the course.
Were they a couple as well?
And they were a couple at the time.
Yeah. I do wonder if that's part of it. I do think that if you remember how guarded people were about work coming out that printing machine at the end when you were doing your project, you know, there's an element of competition. And I wonder if that's part of, might be all photographers, might not just be documentary photographers.
Okay, I'm going to go down another rabbit hole from what you've just said, though.
Sorry, we've got 20 minutes.
So, yes, at university, we were all incredibly competitive and very guarded about our work. There's almost a kind of this feeling of when you went to a portfolio crit with Pete Davis, who we had on last week, or Ken or Clive or Paul, you almost didn't want to take your best stuff.
Yeah. Just in case someone else saw it.
Yeah, especially when we did the grid project and you had other people working within your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing different projects, but you didn't want them to necessarily see what you were working on, especially if it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was rubbish. Yours is quite good, though.
Trying to remember. I was just trying to remember what it was then. I remember it was the elderly, wasn't it? No.
Yeah. The old boy gave you soup.
That was it. So well fed.
He was a lovely guy there. Now, outside of university, I do not have any drive for entering competitions.
No.
I haven't entered a photography awards for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I think.
And the last one I did was, I think, Portrait of Britain.
Yeah.
And I entered what I thought would be a good solid entry. Didn't get anywhere with it. And I just don't have the drive to push myself in that way. However, friends who did less competitive degrees.
Yeah.
No, they did solid degrees, a more either commercial or conceptual structures than what we had. And they were much more open to sharing ideas, I think, than what we were.
Yeah.
And every single one of the ones that I know are still doing stuff in photography, who did those courses, they enter basically every open call, every award, every grant, every competition going.
I mean, do you know what? It might just have been our cohort. We were quite a... That's not a word, Toby. I think we're quite a competitive bunch. Looking back, that's probably because we were teenagers, or early 20s. But there was a competitive element, I think, for a lot of it. I think that was it was good. It made you work harder.
Yeah,
because you would see someone's work and you go, shit, I need to up my game. That's better. That's better than what I'm doing, and I only want to be better than. But it wasn't. I would be better than them.
Yeah, there was one I remember in our third year. I can't remember her name.
Mm.
And I remember seeing her prints coming out of the machine in the colour darkroom.
Mm.
And they were just test prints. And it's like, oh my God, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't get on with them as a person.
Mm.
And I didn't like their approach to working with people.
Mm.
But the photographs that they were making were very, very exciting.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'm then going out and I'm going off to do my project straight away. I was like, okay, I've got to up it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good to have competition. But I'm the same. Talking of competitions, the last one I entered was Portrait of Britain. The year before my last entry, I got shortlisted, and then didn't get into the book. It was like, you have been made on the shortlist. I was like, oh, exciting! And then, and then I entered one more time after that, and then I stopped because, and this is no shade to Portrait of Britain, but some of the pictures that I saw made me go, I thought I'd done something better than that.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously not speaking the same language as the judges or something. And maybe that's the ego again. Maybe that's just the, well, if I'm not...
It's not ego. I mean, if this is the thing about the arts, we all have different views, different tastes.
Yeah.
There have been photographs that you have done that I have absolutely loved.
Yeah.
There have been photographs that you've done that you've loved that have left me cold.
Yeah.
Because and that's the nature of it. And if we start trying to make work here are soundbite time. If we start trying to make work to appease the judges of competitions, we are not fulfilling our role in the arts. If it's good enough for us, it's good enough for someone else.
Yeah. I think the problem is that you end up with people making work specifically for competition.
Yeah.
And there is a house style that people are looking for. If
you look at things like Portrait Britain, Taylor Vessing, Portrait Awards, Wildlife Photography Awards, World Press Photo even.
Yep.
There is a visual structure that will run through them. Now, some of that is the editor of the book. Some of that is the competition judges, and they're drawing the stuff that appeals to them.
Yeah.
Some of it is going to be that those photographers have gone, this is an opportunity for X competition. Someone sitting on the end of a bed in soft lighting is a stylistic choice that works very solidly with whatever competition.
Yeah. Or my personal favourite, a pink backdrop. Nice pink backdrop.
Yeah. Pale pink
backdrop. Sad looking person.
Ginger girl on a horse.
That's a classic. Yeah. sad child on council estate looking across hills.
Yeah. Or, people copying the style of Alex Soph.
Yes. There was a long time where everything you saw was that.
Yeah. So much so that he went and changed his style.
Because he was so sick of seeing it.
That's what I took from that when he released Songbird.
Yeah.
It was called. It was still great work, but it was completely different to what we've seen from Niagara, Sleeping by the Mississippi. It was black and white. It was contrasty. It was chaotic. It was
a distinct move away from.
Yeah. Now, is that because people were copying? Is that because he wanted to change?
I reckon it's probably a bit column A, column B. But if he'd like to come and talk to us,
Alex Soph, we would love to have you on the show.
Yes. Maybe we should just hashtag him on everything for this one. At 49 minutes in, please listen. But yeah, I don't know. I think competitions, there's a need for them. And that reminds me, grants as well. I think grants more than competitions, or bursaries more than competitions, I think are the place for me. I'm
more interested in that side of things. The potential of a project rather than the finishing of one.
Yeah. Which reminds me, so did mention it at the top of the show. We'll mention it now before we run out of time or I forget. Remedy have released their bursary grant thing. It's £5,000. £1,500 of that, I believe, is for the production of the work, and the rest is an artist's fee for the photographer.
Nice.
Yeah, so I will be slamming an application into that. I'm not expecting anything because I've already been part of their open call and stuff, but...
Yeah, but I mean, your work is in the vein of what they are doing.
Yeah, so, but anyway, so everyone else, feel free to enter, but please don't win it. I don't know. I'm going to throw an application, but yes, it's very much a thing. But that's happening as of now, and I think, I can't remember the deadline is, but again, I think if we just put it in the show notes, people can go and have a look.
Send me the details and I'll chuck it into the thing when I put it up online.
Perfect. So, no.
What else we got to mention?
We had Holga, that was it. The Baby Holga Project. Yeah.
So this is again something that we've reached out saying, please come on, and they're interested, which is really, really cool. And this is the first time for me, I don't know if it is for you, or being part of a worldwide collective project.
I was part of one on another podcast many moons ago, where a camera did the rounds, but I think that was only national. I don't think it was international. So yeah, this could be the first international.
I like the idea of this. So this is essentially like the idea. I show my age. Someone does a mixtape.
Yeah,
and they send it to a friend.
Playlist for the youths.
Yeah. Yeah, so you make a playlist, you send it to one person, and that one person has made one. They send it to one person, and it's like this round robin of mixtapes, as it was, or playlists, as it would be now, which I really like the idea of. And this is kind of that. So there is 50, I think it is, 15 cameras.
I think so. I mean, it seems to be.
There's 4 or 5 of them just in the UK.
Yeah, I was to say.
There's a couple going around America, a couple going around South America, Asia, Africa. I think it's in there as well. And it's just Baby Holga. So this is like the 110 film Holga.
Yeah.
So one shutter speed, one aperture, whatever film you want to put in it.
Yeah.
You get 20 odd photographs and done.
Yeah, and then you send it on to the next person.
Yeah, then post it on. So you're 2 people away at the moment.
Yeah.
Need to order your film.
Yeah, I know, and I need to work out what I'm actually going to shoot as well.
You know what you're going to photograph. It's a small, easy to carry camera where you can do black and white and photograph your recovery. It's going to be part of your project.
Yeah, it's just throw it in there. Well, so we'll go from 110 to 6.9. I might as well buy a 10.8.
I was going to say get the 5.4 out.
Yeah, might as well. Well, just get every format in there. No, see if I can find an APS-C film camera.
Oh my god,
that was a misstep in photography.
It really was. Yeah, I remember my nan having one and still getting confused how to load it.
Yeah, blooming awful things. They were hideous.
Yeah. But anyway, 110.
Yeah, Holga. 110. Yeah. So that's a project on the way.
So yeah, you're getting it 2 people's time.
Yeah.
And then it comes to me, and then I think I send it to Dublin.
I think that's right. Yeah. So it's
I think I'm sending it to Dublin. I think it goes through from me.
Yeah.
So that's quite a cool little collaborative.
Yeah. That's
we've never collaborated, but the universe is trying to make us do it.
Yeah, but it's collaboration without collaboration. It's lonely collaboration.
And I think the outcome goal of that is to be a book as well, from what I read.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. It'll be really interesting. Nice. Yeah,
a bit of fun if nothing else.
Exactly. So I think that's kind of our roundup for this one, isn't it? We've come full circle.
We have come full circle. So should we round it up?
Yeah, like a cowboy. I need him a Stetson. I haven't got a Stetson here.
You do have one somewhere in that house.
I do. Currently, all I've got is a Homburg. It doesn't really have the same vibe.
Okay, so only other thing I've got in my notes is worth mentioning is Vintage Visual, who we had on a couple of months back.
Yeah,
they've just started their new crowdfunding thingy, and this is on Indiegogo rather than Kickstarter.
Okay,
and it's called Frank.
All I can remember about Frank is when we were at school, it was the drugs don't do drugs dog.
Was that called Frank?
It was called, yeah. He was that because it was like, let's have a frank conversation, and then it was a dog.
I don't remember that.
I'll send you the advert. It was traumatizing. The 90s were not a good time for anti-drugs messages.
Oh dear. Right. Anyway,
sorry.
Back on topic.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So Frank is it's based on their the Ago processor, which we both know and love.
Yep.
And I think this is something that Arno actually mentioned when you came on. You're planning on this, and it is a cine film dedicated processor.
Yes.
So it's more convenient to use than the Daylight Tanks or their Super 8 reel, but it's designed to do Super 8, 16mm, 8.8. So for those independent filmmakers, this thing is going to be absolutely brilliant for you. Kickstarter went live today. Indiegogo. Went live today. I'll put a link to that underneath as well.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing is, I don't even know if I can mention this.
Super secret.
I know. I'm not sure if I'm allowed, but I'm going to.
Yeah, well.
Here we go. Is Dragon Film are doing, or they are going to be releasing some medium format film.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. So this is a roll of their number 1 and their number 4. So this is 100 ISO and 400 ISO. But they're going to have to change their Instagram because their Instagram is Dragon Film 35. Or 35mm. It's no longer just 35mm.
They've grown.
They've
expanded.
So we like Steve. We like Dragon Film. So he sent me a roll of each to try out next week when I'm away on the family holiday.
Joy.
So yeah, stay tuned to results of those.
Yeah. Well, that's something we can talk about in our next episode.
It is. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we're a bit more on it when we record at like middle of the afternoon.
Well, blame our jobs.
I know. Well, if this could start paying for itself, I mean, it'd have to pay a lot. We'd need a lot of listeners.
We would.
Never mind. We don't do it for the money. We do it for the fame. On that note, go and have a listen to old episodes if you haven't had a listen. The more views, listens, etc., it's all good for us. And you, actually. It's an educational experience. Yeah, please subscribe to the podcast. Give us a nice rating. It all helps as well. Helps us improve, helps us grow. If you want to know more about Dragon Film, have a look at our one at the photography and video show back in February. March. Where we had a little chat with Steve there. And yeah, I think that's it. See you later. See you next episode. Bye for now. Bye.